the basic principles of a north-facing house was almost impossible in this house. So at the end of the day, what we've applied here is a very well sealed, insulated home that maintains a very constant thermal temperature. My name's Nick Harding. I'm principal of HA Architects. The house is an individually significant row of 4. It's one of the few Edwardian brick row houses in Abbotsford, built in 1905, and it was in really beautiful condition. There was very strict heritage control over the row of 4 houses. Well, I was really keen to use the house as a prototype, so what maximum sustainability actually looked like for a little row house in inner Melbourne. But we wanted to actually prove that we could make a house of this scale energy neutral. We knew that in Victoria, the house needed to be heated, it didn't need to be cooled if it was well designed. So it's about making the envelope well sealed, beautifully insulated, selective location of windows, so that you're getting solar access, great natural light, and the house is not cooking in summer and not freezing in winter. When you're doing a row house though, you're really limited with your option for orientation anyway, and so this block is east-west, so we knew that the back living area was always going to face west, so we had to deal with that. And we knew that there was going to be few vantage points for east-facing light and no opportunity for north or south. We then used the entire north half of the roof to implement as many solar PVs as we could. We generate as much of our electricity as we possibly can from solar from the sun, but with the amount of roof space we had on a row house, we could only have 3.3 kilowatts of solar. So we have made the biggest dent possible in counteracting our energy consumption. As you transition from old to new, you come through the grander timber doorway, and you've got a really beautiful double height space, which is just long and slender, but we brought natural light in from the north through skylights. It's just that one little moment of freedom, but also experience in the project just makes it something special. Like, it's a really beautiful moment, and I think adds a huge amount of value to the house. As we said, we're going to accept the fact that we're going to have a 3-bedroom house, but upstairs is going to be a really fantastic mezzanine sort of loft space. It's going to be a very generous bedroom. That is so much more attractive as an experience than trying to jam 4 bedrooms in. Every square millimetre of this house had to be functional. So what we ultimately realised is there was no point having a table in the middle of the courtyard when you already had a table 5 metres away inside the house. So we made the decision that the dining meals table needed to be the heart of the downstairs area, and just made the very simple decision of having the doors being able to retract away and be concealed meant that on a good day, beautiful weather, you could open the doors and the meals table was an outdoor table, and close the doors and you're inside again. So there was cues from the colour tones of the olive trees, and we wanted just a colour that was calming but also gave a sense of, the natural environment. I'm quietly obsessed with green, and just by multiple tests we got to the point where we came up with the most desaturated green we possibly could, which was basically grey with the most minuscule amount of green in it. Really quickly moved away from a more sort of subdued, minimal palette to embracing quite a quirky palette. After living here for a couple of years, it's definitely proven that it can easily be a functional family home for 4 for life. It's probably all comes down to making sure you've got a small, livable, private open space.